Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crochet Impossible. Today we are going to be tackling the Midnight Breeze scarf or shawl. It's really wide, so it can be both. If you just kind of scrunch it up, it can be a scarf, and if you kind of drape it around yourself, it can be a shawl. This pattern is a free pattern that you can find on Ravelry or BeatriceRyanDesigns.com. I'll have all of the links below. What you will need is you need a 5.5mm crochet hook, you'll need a darning needle and scissors, of course. Also, I used this kind of Karen Cupcakes yarn, which is kind of like in different shades of green, because I'm making this for a friend and her favorite color is green. The steps for this is actually not that difficult. So without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial portion of this and let's get this project finished. Hello, and welcome to the tutorial portion of the video. Number one, you need to chain 191. So go do that and then we'll come back when you're done. Chain 191 done. So we can get to the actual pattern now. Row 1, single crochet in second chain from hook, and you're supposed to go all the way across. So from 191 you will now reduce to 190 single crochets across. So let's start that and I'll see you when you're back. So your single crochets are done. That is row 1. So we're going to start on row 2. So firstly, you are going to chain 3 and turn. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turn. So this acts as your double crochet at the beginning of the pattern. So what they want you to do now is to skip a stitch. So as you can see here, that one, the very first one here, that's one that you're skipping. So you're going to double crochet in the next one. So not this one, but this one here. So you're going to double crochet, and then so after that you're going to double crochet 2 more times. So the second double crochet and the third double crochet. So now this step is where it becomes the quote-unquote crossover stitch. So what you need to do is you need to go back and think, okay, so I have this stitch right here at the end. I am going to yarn over and I'm going to go back. So back 3 to the stitch that you skipped. You're going to yarn, you're going to put your hook through and it's going to poke out here. You're going to grab your yarn and pull through again. So you should have 3 on your hook. You're going to double crochet, so through 2, through 2. So what it does is there's 3 double crochets here, and then your 4th double crochet just goes around, so it kind of does this really nice kind of like crossover. So let's try one more together. So remember, you skip the next stitch here and then double crochet in the 3 after that. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. Okay, so that's 3, and then you are going to yarn over, go back to the stitch that you skipped, put your hook through, grab the yarn, pull through. You should have now 3 here, and you are going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So as you can see, those are your crossover stitches and they look really cool. So this row needs you to have a double crochet at the very beginning, 47 of these crossover stitches, and then a double crochet at the end. So I'm going to go through and get to 46 of these, and then I will meet you guys back here to finish this row. And 46 crossover stitches later, we are at the end of row 2. So we're going to do one more crossover stitch together, and then we're going to finish off this row. So just remember, you're going to skip 1, double crochet in the next 3. Now if you did this correctly, you should have 4 stitches left at the end of this, and if you don't, then maybe go backwards and just double check that you were counting correctly and you didn't skip anything. So that's 3. That's 3. There you go. Alright, now remember, yarn over, go back to this here, go through, pull through, so you have a yarn over, double crochet, and that is 47. Last thing, just remember you're supposed to double crochet at the very end, so double crochet here, and that is your second row. Now rows 3 to 6 is a repeat of row 2, so just kind of repeat what you're doing here. I have a trick here that makes it look a little bit nicer. So start off row 3 by chaining 3. So come on, yarn. So start off row 3 by chaining 3 to start off the row. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're supposed to turn the entire project. Now, if you look here with the chain here, it looks like they want you to use these 4 chains. So normally you would skip this and then you would do 3 here and then just cross stitch over, but look how this will be moved over here. So I skipped these 2 actually, and I actually put a double crochet here. So let me show you what I mean, and then you can see kind of like how it looks. So you skip these 2 and then you double crochet into here. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. And then pull back to the one right before that you skipped. And then crochet. So if you look here, you see how neatly these 2 kind of stack on top of each other? I'm going to do one more just to show you. So it's kind of like not just one. So skip 1, double crochet in the next 3. Alright, yarn over, go back to the one that you skipped, pull through, double crochet. Now if you look here, there you go. You see how they're stacked on top of each other like this? So I think that at least for row 3's thing, you're going to be skipping 2 instead of 1. Now it might look really weird here, but there is a kind of like edging step at the end of this where it kind of hides a lot of these things. But I think that looks a lot better, right? Because you see that crisscross right here. So you're going to finish up and you're going to have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's going to take a while. One of these rows took me about 20 minutes to do, so you're looking at what, 20, 40, 60, 80, about 80 minutes left to finish this here until you can get to row 7. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and I'll kind of jump in to show you once in a while kind of what it looks like at different rows, and then we can come back and then we can continue on with row 7. And row 6 is done. So right now, this is what it looks like. It's actually really pretty. I do like this kind of like mixture of different green colors. It's actually really, really nice. But anyways, we're gonna move on now to row 7. So row 7, you need to chain 4. So this will count as your treble or triple crochet, whichever you decide to name it as. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, and you turn over. Now, do be careful. You have to skip 3 stitches and then treble crochet in the next stitch. So here, as you can see, this is where the crossover stitch is. So I would skip these 3 and then treble crochet there. So for a treble crochet, just remember you're supposed to yarn over twice, go through the loop, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the rest of it. That is a treble crochet. The next part of this, you need to chain 2. So now here, after you chain 2, do be careful. You now need to go back to your first stitch. So 3, 2, 1 that you skipped. You're going to treble crochet into that stitch. So 3, 2, 1 into here. You're going to pull the yarn through. So you should have 4 on your hook. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So in the end of it, you should have kind of like a crisscross pattern. Now you can't really see this right now, so I'm just gonna do one more, so then hopefully you can kind of tell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, treble crochet after skipping 3 of them. So it's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. And then after, you treble crochet back into first stitch. 3, 2, 1. This one right here. So treble crochet into here. And there you have it. So as you can see, right now, you have the kind of like crisscross, and like a crisscross right there. And that's what you're going to be going through. So you have a treble crochet here, and then you're going to do 47 of these across as row 7. So one more time, 1, 2, 3, skip those 3. You're going to treble crochet into this one here. So you're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 2, 1, 2. Yarn over twice, back, the first stitch right here, 2, 2, 2. So that's kind of what it looks like. It'll look really nice once you kind of have like a little bit more bulk here. I'll just pull it out like that. There we go. Like that nice cross pattern right there. So let's finish this row. And after row 7, you actually need to repeat this row again. So you're going to do this for 7 and then row 8 as well. So let's finish 7 and finish 8, and then we'll come back. And that is 8. So this is a full round of everything, and I've actually not even finished using my Karen Cakes ball of yarn. So it'll last more than one full round. But if you look at the patterns for the next couple of rows, you're literally just repeating the chain 1 across, the single crochet across, and then these 5, and then those 2. So you just have to do this pattern just 2 more times. Whoa! So this is rows 1 through 30. You guys have finished all of this here, and we are set to go to row 31. So for row 31, what you need to do is you need to follow the instruction really clearly. Be careful because there's a little bit of counting involved. Now, if you've been doing everything correctly, then there might not be a lot of counting. But essentially, what you need to do is you're supposed to chain 1 and then turn. And once you're done to chain 1 and turn, what you're supposed to do is on the top here, you're supposed to go all the way to the end, and you're supposed to do 189. So for 189, that will get you to the very, very, very end. And once you get to the very end, you're supposed to 3 single crochet in the same stitch at 190. So let's get all the way there, and then I'll meet you at the end of 189. All right, that is 189. You now need to single crochet 3 times in the 190th stitch. So single crochet once, twice, 3 times. All right, now that we're done that, you need to go through the width, and the pattern wants you to do 69 stitches or single crochets evenly throughout. So I've done a little bit of math. If you guys look here, you guys have these crossover stitches. You have 5 of them here, and then the 2 X's and stuff that are right here. So you have 4 of these and 3 of these. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing 11 single crochets through over here. So you're just going to have to fit like 1 extra one on the 3rd one. So 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. And then you're going to do 8 here. So 4 and 4. You're going to do 11 for the next 5. And then in the middle one here, you don't do 8, you do 9. The reason why is because when you add everything up, it only adds up to 68. So you need an extra one here, so then it becomes 69. So 9 over here, so fit it in somewhere. And then you will do 11 here again, and then 8 here, and then 11 here, and then you will get your magical 69. So one more time. So the first one here, you'll do 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. That's 11. You'll do 8 here, 11 here, and then you will do 9 here, 11 here, 8, and then 11 to get your magical 69. So let's go do that right now, and then I'll meet you at the bottom. So that is 69 along the width. you now have to put 3 in the first stitch here. So single crochet, 1, 2, 3. Oops. Come on, you. 3. And then you will 188 all the way to the other end. And just a reminder, once you get to the other end, right, you get all through all this, blah, 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 blah. You want to do 2, 2, 3, 2, 2 to get 11. And then once you get to here, 4 and 4 for 8. The next one, you do 2, 2, 3, 2, 2 for 11. And then this middle one, you do 9. And then 11, 8, 11 to 69, and then single crochet at the very end. So I'm actually going to do the other 2. I will meet you at the very end where we go back to the beginning of row 31, and then we'll finish this together, and then we'll fasten it off. Last part, we are going to 2 single crochet into the beginning stitch, and then after that you are going to slip stitch to join all of them together. Once you're done this, just snip off, and then you can weave your ends in if you'd like. Awesome. So that is round 31. I'm going to finish getting rid of this little tail, and then let's go to the edging. Yay! And finally we get to the part where we start doing the edging. So row 1, they want you to start at the corner stitch. So if you guys remember, at each of the corners you guys did 3 stitches. You are doing the middle one of those 3. Okay, so grab your yarn, and we are going to slip stitch into this one here. So slip stitch. Alright, and then after that you are going to single crochet in exactly the same place again. So single crochet, there we go, hold the end there, and here on out you have a repeat pattern. So you're going to skip 2, so 1, 2, and you are going to 5 treble crochet or triple crochet into the stitch here. So skip 2, 1, 2, and then 5 triple or treble crochet in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, that is your 5 treble crochet. After that, you will skip the next 2, and you will single crochet in this one here. So there you have it. So essentially, that's what you're gonna get. So let's do one more together, and then let's finish this off. So we are going to skip 2 again. So we're going 1, 2, and then we're going to go to here, treble crochet 5 times into this stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Alright, and then skip 2, so 1, 2, and then single crochet in the third one after that. So that's what you have so far, and you'll know that you've got the right amount of stitching on this side if you end up with a single crochet right there. Okay, so that means you'll have your 5 treble crochet here, and then skip, single crochet there. So if you did it right. So hopefully you'll count it correctly. Make sure you do count. It's easy to count throughout, and you should have I believe that says 12 treble crochets. So of these shells, you should have 12 of them throughout. So let's finish this. I'll meet you at the end here. Start of row 2. So chain 1, and then turn your project. So it's here. So here you are to start off with a single crochet in the first and second of the stitches, and then here you are 2. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, single crochet here, alright, and then chain 2 again, skip 1, and then you're supposed to single crochet in the next 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So you should end up with these kind of like 2 chain 2 spaces. So let's do another one again. So once you finish these 3, you're at 2, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet in the next, chain 2 again, skip 1, and then single crochet in the next 3. Alrighty, so right now I have 4 of these chain 2 spaces. You should have a total of 24. So really kind of like you have these shells that you had before, you had 12 of these, you're doubling up with the spaces. So they should always be kind of sitting over top. So 24 of these chain 2 spaces and 47 single crochets throughout. Now just remember you have 3 in the middle of all of these, right? And then you have 2 at the very end. So you started with 2 here and you're going to end with 2 at the very end. So just remember that once you get to the end. So I will meet you guys at the end of row 2 and start of row 3. And welcome to the end of row 2 and the beginning of row 3. So row 3, we are 2, chain 1, and then turn your project. Just be careful. You're supposed to single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet here, and then you are going to skip 1. You are going to 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space that you've created from before. So double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's 3 double crochets right there. Once you've done that, you are double crocheting once in the stitch here, the single crochet up here. So double crochet. Alright, after that, 3 double crochets in this chain 2 space. That's 1. 2. And then that's 3. After that, once you've done that, you will skip a stitch. So skip this one, and then you are going to single crochet in this one right here. So right in the middle of your 3 that you did before. So single crochet right there, and that is 1 repeat right there. After that, you will repeat again. So let's do this one more time together, and then I will let you guys do it on your own. So you're going to skip the single crochet. You're going to 3 double crochet in this chain 2 space. So 1, 2, 3. You are going to double crochet at the top of the single crochet right here. So 1. You are going to 3 double crochet again in this chain 2 space. So 1. 2, 3. And then lastly, you are just going to skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the middle of your 3 single crochets from before, and that is a second pattern repeat done. So finish this off. I'll meet you guys at the end of row 3 into row 4. Woot woot! We are 3 rows done. 3 more to go. So you just finished your 7 double crochet. I can't count, holy crap. So we're on row 4 now. So chain 1 and turn. And what you're going to be doing here is you're going to single crochet in the first stitch. Single crochet in the first stitch. After that, you are going to double crochet in this next stitch. So double crochet. Alright. After that, you will double crochet twice in the next stitch. So once and twice. Okay. After that, you'll double crochet once in the next stitch. And then twice in the one after. and then once in the next one, and then twice in the one after, and then once in this one here. Awesome, awesome. And then you will single crochet in the next stitch, which is this bottom one right here. And then that's one round done. So essentially what you're doing is you're just buffing up. So instead of having just 7 on the bottom, you're now upgrading to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're just kind of bulking it up. It's going to kind of make it look nicer. So let's do this one more time. This one actually is really easy to remember, which is kind of nice. And since you've been doing a lot of double crochets in the actual project itself and not the edging, this should be very easy for you. So start off with 1 double crochet, then we go to 2, then we go to 1, then we go to 2, then we go to 1, then we go to 2, and we finish off with 1, and then we single crochet. So as you can see here, which is really nice, is that you kind of see like the color changing. So you have 7 on the bottom, 11 on top, so it just kind of makes it, yeah, it's starting to buckle like this, and it's supposed to do that because you're adding so many stitches on top, but it's supposed to kind of be like nice and frilly and stuff. So anyways, you guys finish that off. I'm going to finish this off as well. I will meet you guys at the next round. We are almost there, everybody. So round 5 or row 5. So we're going to chain 1, turn. You are going to then single crochet in the first space here, and essentially what you're doing is you're going to be expanding this little wave here. You're going to make it even larger. So you are going to treble crochet or triple crochet in every one of these 10 double crochets you just did, and then at the end of it single crochet in that single crochet you did before. So essentially you're just widening this. So let's take a quick look at this. So treble crochet, last thing you do, single crochet in here, and there you have it. So yeah, essentially you're just making this even wider like that. Just makes it even more nice. So you do that for the rest of this, and you will go through and you will have 120 treble crochets. Just pretty much however many double crochets you had before, you are now adding treble crochets on top. Just make sure that you add that single crochet at the very end to finish this round off. Alright, you guys, finish that off. I will see you guys for round 6. And the very last row, and it is blessedly easy to do. So let's finish this project, you guys. Chain 1, turn your project over, and then what you're going to do is single crochet in the first stitch right here. Oops. Single crochet, and then you are going to single crochet twice in the next 10. So 1, 2. Next 2. That's that. So you're just making it wider and wider and wider. So you guys, finishes off, and then you'll be able to finish this one side. Once you're done this, go on to the other side. So I am going to finish this, and I'm going to go to the other end as well. And I will meet you guys when we're all done, all the fastening off and all the weaving in. Ha 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 ha! So I hope that the tutorial was really helpful. This is such a pretty project, and it was so easy to make. There wasn't that many steps and stuff, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. If this video was helpful, please subscribe and like and share, and comment below on future projects you would like me to tackle. Without further ado, this is Maddie at Crochet Impossible. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!